Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Cross Racer Attack Force RPG known as. Let's play a little damage. I'm feeling hyped after that last game, which happened, which was the second or third game of the last episode of Overwatch. It was a pretty good. I would say it wasn't a good game. It was a good last round. That last round was pretty intense. Constant fighting, people getting killed on both sides, people getting booped, ults being used, ults being wasted. Like it had a little bit of everything. We get tech switches. Well, not really a tech switch. I've been watching a lot of StarCraft. It's it's just a hero switch, I guess I should say. It's a tech switch. That's something else. I don't know if he's there, if he's gone. He's probably healed by now. That shot. The endless healing of the pig is is uh is much more valuable in single player than it is in multiplayer. Or in deathmatch, I guess I should say. It's all multiplayer. Colossal. 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 Fuck. This is not the map I was hoping to see, dude. Straight up, not the map I was hoping for. Just give me soldier. I know I just got my ass kicked. But dude, I came close to killing that pig like 3 times. Nah, is that a good sign? He kept healing.
No nonsense.
He used an ult.
Do this clean. Copy.
If he didn't have infinite healing or his ult, I would have killed him. One of those two were missing, but he had both, so he'd been in the game for a bit. That's a Doomfist. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this Doomfist pick here one bit. In this map, now it doesn't mean that he's bad, or it doesn't mean that we won't win or that we won't even crush, but like there's so much damage comes on top of you in these long corridors, and you're like, what do you do? Incredible. We have an incredible Lucio, I can already tell that. Yeah, this is not gonna be like that last game, huh? I hit her, but she didn't die. It wasn't a headshot. Did she die? They can't kill her. I'm pretty sure she's still alive, dude. Maybe? Was she killed? I've not hit a single person, dude. I can tell because my stuff is like at 10%. Or at 0%. Fuck. There's somebody around here, dude. Let's see, he got his ult pretty damn quick, I'll be honest. Oh, got her, dude. I would have been like, oh, dude, I'm ready to go pro if I had hit that shot. Where'd you go? think I'm safe here. Two people dead, huh? Incredible. Did I get that? I feel like I did. But I still got absolutely effed. No, I see. That's why. DPS is a little soft on my teammate, huh? A little soft. Healing is fucked, huh? Arana has 800 healing, dude. I need health. Honestly, she should be able from McCree, not me, but then again, the McCree's kind of bad. And our tank, if we had like a real tank, our McCree's like, look at him, dude, stop shooting and hide, dude, like, you're dead. Oh my god. She's almost dead. I hit her, but it was a body shot. There she's dead, she's dead. Now this fucking D.Va's like coming after me, dude.
Escorting the robot. Let's move.
Why do I have no help? Please heal me, thank you. I am literally the only person on your team worth 3 wet shits. And that's not a brag, by the way. I hate it. I hate it to my very core. That's just reality, dude. If you heal nobody but me, it might be money well spent. This tank is like holy shit, dude. There's somebody back here. Is this my guy? He was a McCree, and I was like, I could only see his feet, and I was like, is this our McCree? Like, how did their McCree get here? No, it wasn't our McCree, dude.
Just my approach.
It was their McCree. He like landed on my head, and I was like, what the, huh? Huh? Dude, it's the job of the tank to contest the high ground, to make sure there isn't somebody up there doing whatever the fuck he wants. Just go up there, and you don't have to kill whoever's up there, just shoot him off. You're the tank. If I have to do it, that means I have to move from the position I want to be in and into the position I don't want to be in. And I could be killed because there's DPS usually up there. I could be killed. Heal yourself at least.
What's the rush?
Walk into the dam.
This ends now.
I don't want to waste my fucking shots on Diva, dude. I'm pretty sure she survived. I don't know how that's possible, but I should have gone in there and killed her myself. But I have a hard time aiming a Diva with this lady. We need to back off on this old dude. Sniped by a single shot from our guy. From their thing. Jesus Christ, we have almost no healing, huh? I mean, it's like it's no. I wish I could blame somebody specifically. I wish I could blame this tank, but you know, he's not doing great. But you know, who would be with like so little healing? We have like half their healing.
This ends now.
I'm in danger. Just hide, people. Fuck. We need to push this shit all the way back, which is gonna be a heck of a challenge, dude. Oh my god, this shit's gonna be a heck of a thing. We're gonna need 2 fights minimum at least to win in a row. And we can't get off the car when we do it. And there's already a bunch of dead people. Ah, everybody's dead. Just yeah, Diva, dude. Just Diva was like the bane of our existence. To be honest, she was just so much better than our tank. Or alternatively, she had so much more healing. It's hard to tell. I know it wasn't the DPS. I out DPS all 3 of these other motherfuckers. Don't give me that shit. But they did have way better healing. It could be that's why they had a better tank, but also Diva's probably better here than me. She can mitigate some damage. Like, look at this shit. Part of this is our healers were pretty bad. I'll be honest. Both of them. Our Lucio, like the first death in the whole game was Lucio. That should tell you right there. And our other healer had like thousands of healing less than everybody else. So, like I think we did probably as good as we were gonna do, considering what we had to work with. And our tank, our tank. It wasn't a good tank pick, but it might have worked if he just had some healing, you know, or good healing or better healing than the enemy team. Any one of those might have actually, you know, not made it, made the difference. But he didn't have any of that, so I can't be like, dude, this guy sucked. Maybe he sucked, or maybe he. Are we at peace? We're at peace. I don't know. I saw people wandering around there, but that's right. You never see me coming. You're never gonna see me coming. I don't want to. I don't want to know I'm here. I don't want. If I fight him for real, I don't want to know what I can do. Well, that's why I never go full tryhard in these games. Because if I ever fight you guys for real, I don't want you to know what. Oh. Okay. I would have made it too. I think. Dorado attack. I like this lady on Dorado on attack specifically, not on defense but on attack. But she can go up to the high ground. Now, problem with this lady is I need help with the heating, and sometimes I don't do shit. Sometimes I'm not getting any damage. Or, well, usually I get good damage, but sometimes I'm not finishing off the kills. But the kills, I like far better on defense, because on defense they have to walk through. On attack, they tend to be on the high ground. On defense, when I'm on attack, I mean, not when they're on attack. When I'm on attack, the enemy tends to take high ground positions, right? They got the roofs all the time, that little area back there, the side area, the area that little passage leads to, and then in point two, same thing, right? On defense, when I'm on defense, usually there's a lot of walking through these little things, which means when you walk through these narrow corridors, there's somebody up here. There's a shitload of people up here. This lady has a fucking. This lady has a goddamn pocket, dude. This lady has a fucking pocket, dude. She has a fucking pocket? I do not have a pocket, dude. Damn, she ate it. Where's this lady? There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Ow, 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 ow. She's lasering me, dude. You piece of shit. You lasering piece of shit. You almost got me, but you didn't. I'm still kind of hurt. I'm healing from this cart. That's a bad sign. Mr. Potato. Oh. Hitting him with the brag, dude. Hitting him with the brag, dude. Thanks, slave dude. Ow, 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 I'm dead. She hit me with a bunch of the things. The ball wasn't even on me. He wasn't even on me, dude. The copy. Just fucking kill it, dude. There you go. Honestly, I'd much rather see the Winston than the. Whoops, 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 whoops. I didn't think she'd hit me, dude. To be honest, I could have copied her, but I don't know. I honestly don't know who to copy after in Overwatch 2 with Echo. Also, I don't think this dude is the better soldier, by the way. I think he has the better team. At least for now. In this incarnation of the team. I have a know, but I honestly don't know who to use it on. Fucking monkey. Constantly being up there, dude. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. She's getting healed. Our heals are a little fucked. Yeah, a little fucked. They definitely got the better healers. I should switch. I should switch. I don't even know the what though, to be honest. Just go Genji, I guess. I don't fucking know. There's something behind us. Watashi ga Mamoru, dude. Watashi ga Mamoru, dude. He's still alive, dude. He's still alive. Did he? No, he's not. He died. Kill the fucking Mercy, dude. He's so hard to kill for me as Genji. Fuck! Why is it so hard to kill that fucking bitch? Fuck, dude. Greg, I can't believe these idiots are still eating shit. Can't fucking kill, bro. I've never been able to like kill Genji. Mercy, she's just so jumpy, dude. Never with any character. There's somebody behind us. Somebody heal them, man. Somebody heal them, man. Oh, she didn't make it up here. She was too busy flying. I got... Tracer got a double pulse bomb back there. Dude, the talking shit is not reportable, okay? That's not... You have to... In order for you to be reportable, or the chat has to be abusive. What's the context of abusive? I don't know, but talking shit, saying you're better than somebody else is not abusive, because if that was, you'd have to report 90% of people. Once I saw, like, somebody was saying, like, how often, I saw somebody ask in a game, I don't know if it was on camera or not, I saw somebody ask in a game how often they, everybody else reported people, and I was like, oh, I've reported, I think, 2 people or 3 people ever, all the time I played Overwatch, and the guy was like, that's what I thought, to myself. I didn't answer. But then the guy was like, I report usually one person per game. And I was like, what the fuck? One person per game? What the fuck is that, like your mantra? You report one person per game? There's no way people are doing one reportable offense per game. It's just not true. What the fuck are you talking about? Talking shit talking people, being like you're bad. That's not, as far as I'm concerned. That's not abusive language. You're just saying you're bad, dude. It could just be an observation, or you suck or something like that. What the fuck, dude? I don't consider that abusive language. But even if that was, people don't say that in every game. What the hell else are you reporting people for? What do you talk? I was like, that guy's a fucking lunatic, dude. People like him are the reason the report system in so many games just doesn't seem to work. Like, well, of course it doesn't work if you report everybody. It's like, what if there was a law against everything? Well, then the justice system would not work in any capacity. You might say, oh, it doesn't work that well. Maybe it functions. It might not work, but it functions. It won't function if everybody is liable for everything, right? Oh well, that guy did this. Well, can't arrest everybody. You know what I mean? No, dude, it doesn't work like that. You can't. You gotta discern. It can't just be anything, because otherwise, you'll be flooded. The game will be flooded with reports, and it'll take like a super long time to filter out between the real ones, the people who do need to get banned or silenced or whatever, and the people who are just minding their own business, or maybe said something a little rude but not necessarily abusive, or BM, which is bad manners, but not abusive, and you gotta filter out, or guys who just play really well. Everybody and their mothers accusing them of cheating. I've had that happen, not in this game, by the way, but in other games where people are like, you're a hacker, and I'm like, no, dude, I've been playing this game 5 years. What do you expect? I'm not a hacker. I've only honestly, it's only ever happened to me in one game, like consistently. That I can remember it happening multiple times, even quote unquote all the time. It was a game called Gunzi the Duel, or it's like a Korean game. It came out of Korea. It was weird. I played that game for a bunch of years. It was like my default game when I had nothing else to play. That's what I would fall back onto. And for like 2 or 3 years, I played that like when I was like in high school. I played that 6, 7, 8 hours a day every day for like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I got real good. I could tell. I got so good that there was a hack in that game. It was a shitty Korean game, so there wasn't too much hack protection. I got so good that I could tell when people were hacking. Because, and you're saying, well, that's obvious. You can always. Well, in this game, there was a hack which gave you basically infinite life, but you can't see other people's life. So, like in this game, you had to eyeball it. Most people could not eyeball, and it varied based on your clothes. So your health would go up or down based on what you had equipped. I could always tell when somebody was hacking, because if they went past the number of attacks I hit them with and they were still alive, they were hacking. I never guessed wrong with that, because when I got to the point where I thought they might be hacking, up to that point I would attack them a couple extra times to make sure that their clothes weren't altering their stats to the point where I might be wrong. And then if even past those attacks they were still alive, like I was 100% sure they were hacking. I was never wrong. Most of the time people just admitted nobody cared in that game. There was no, you could report whoever you wanted. It didn't matter. Even at the height of that game, nobody was getting reported. It was a long time ago. Like the you could make a room. You had no control over the room. You were the room master, but you had no powers over like kicking people or anything like that. In order to kick people from your room, you had to input a command into the fucking chat, which would start a vote to kick the person. The vote had to be majority. If more people voted no, then yes, you even if it was your room, that guy could not be kicked. And you only got one vote per room, which was fucked. You started the room, you use your vote, kick somebody. There were 3 people in the room, right? So you used your vote, kick somebody out. Then another guy come in that you wanted to kick out. You can't vote. You'd have to leave the room and come back in, which would obviously reset any like counters, or that you had like statistical counters, like your kills and deaths and all that. It would force you to wait until the round ended and you could go back in. It was a pain in the ass, right? But you had to do it if you wanted to kick somebody out, and there was either everybody else had run out of votes already, or the other people didn't want to vote, didn't want to actually start the vote, or whatever the fuck. It was a pretty terrible game in almost every respect, but it had a very weird, unique sort of glitch based combat system that I've never seen in any other game. And sometimes I think may have been on purpose. It was a Korean game, and I didn't know anything about it in terms of like development and stuff like that. It didn't have like a developer diary and stuff like that or anything like that. So for all I know, those glitches were on purpose. But basically, there was for every seeming glitch which caused some weird effect. They never patched those glitches, but there was for every glitch that caused some weird effect, there was a counter glitch which negated that effect. So maybe it was on purpose. I don't know, but no game. But usually, most people seem to agree that those were glitches. They were not on purpose. But it was just so weird that every glitch had a counter glitch, dude. So maybe it was just they weren't glitches. They were techniques meant to be in the game, and just because the developers were Korean and they never, as far as I know, they were, they didn't have developer. They just made the game, and the game had basically no patches except for like cosmetic items that got added to the game for its entire lifespan. A few new maps, that kind of thing, but then cosmetic items, few new weapons, few new like clothes and stuff like that, which weren't entirely cosmetic. They had stats, but that's basically all that ever got added to that game. Few maps, few cosmetic items. That's it. No patches were ever made for glitches. I never saw a single glitch fixed. Even something that was clearly not intended to be a glitch. There was one glitch called an instantaneous kill, short for like instantaneous kill, which was, I mean, it's just what it sounded like. Basically, you could lock somebody in an animation and then just wail on them until they're dead. And that glitch never got fixed. So I is why I don't know. I don't know if glitches were in that game, if glitches were intended or not intended. That one could not possibly have been intended as far as I'm concerned. Because if you caught somebody in one of those, they were dead. And it wasn't it couldn't be done every time, but it could be done consistently if you tried. There were people who knew how to do that very well. It couldn't be done all the time. You couldn't do it every single time, so it was a risk. And once you did it, once you tried to do it, if you tried to do it and failed, people were like, oh, okay. You could still be caught in it after you knew it happened. But like once you knew it happened, it was much harder to catch you in it. But, it was also a telltale sign. It's kind of like a cheese in other games. If you failed your first attempt, because even trying to do it, even attempting to do it, was enough to let people know that you were trying to do it. Because there was a when you right click, you would flip people up into the air. The only reason to do that was to try and do one of those. A juggle, it was more complicated than that. But basically, at the end point of the game, the only reason to do that was to juggling was considered bad manners. At the beginning of the game, it wasn't. So I personally never considered it bad manners. But at the near the end point of the game, in the official and unofficial servers, and the private servers, flipping somebody into the air for the purposes of hitting them while they were coming on the way down was considered bad manners. Now, I didn't do it personally because I understood that it was considered bad manners, but I didn't mind if it was being done to me. And if somebody did it to me, I'd be like, oh, I'll do it to you. It's fine. We're both doing it. Yeah, I didn't consider that particularly useful skill, anyways. That used to be the height in that game of like of like skill. I learned to play against somebody who basically did that 80% of the time. Just fighting them over and 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 just losing and 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 losing. After like 3 hours of fighting them, I was so much better than I had been 3 hours earlier. That the people who were kicking my ass 3 hours before were like, I was destroying them 3 hours later. Just decimating a person who fought in a way that 3 hours earlier would have just destroyed me. 3 hours after getting my ass kicked by that one person who's by the way kind of famous. I didn't know that at the time, but later on I realized that this person is kind of famous because people were talking about them. But it's just one day I ended up in a room with them, and we were just fighting. No, it wasn't me either. It wasn't me alone. There was somebody else there with me. We were basically alternating. First I fight her, then the other person after I die, and so on and so forth. And we only killed her 2 or 3 times, I think, out of 3 or 4 hours that we were there. But dude, if we didn't come out of there with a heck of an education. But anyways, I've been, Jesus Christ, I've been ranting for like 10 minutes. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next one.